Do you want to start with this special that I told you about when I saw it on Broadway, and I told you it was phenomenal, and I said it's probably his best work, and I've never been big on his stand-up.
Yeah.
I just haven't.
Yeah.
Not that I don't think he's funny, because I thought his sketch show was hilarious.
Yeah.
Killing Me Softly was cool.
Yeah.
But I never was like, ha-ha, Dave Chappelle.
Right.
This one is one of them ones, bro.
Yeah. I mean, he's the GOAT. Chappelle
I don't see
is
why
the
you
GOAT.
would say he's not.
He's the GOAT. It is undeniable. I haven't seen the whole thing.
Okay.
What I have seen of it is exceptional, but he's always exceptional. Mm-hmm. And it's just a really cool thing to see happen culturally because, you know, maybe like 6 months ago, right before we dropped Views from the Sis, my last one, I think on this podcast, I said, if this is successful, it's going to open up the doors for the GOATs, the greats, the biggest comics in the world to get back to being edgy again and to tell these jokes. Because everybody was kind of like running scared. Now, I'm not saying that in any way Chappelle's watching Views from the Sis and going, oh, I can do this now, you know. But what it did is it starts the ripple effect. And like, I think everybody plays a role on their level in the ecosystem. You know, I think about like with mental health for you. You're not the first guy to talk about mental health, but you have a powerful, potent voice. So it's like when you speak about something, it echoes, right? And other people pay attention. There's somebody who told you about mental health.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
That guy has been speaking about mental health
forever.
Right? But you start speaking about it, and then it becomes this national movement of awareness for, especially in the Black community, right? And
timing matters too.
Timing, size.
Timing is really everything.
All these things matter. And I just thought it was so cool to see one of the GOATs up there laying it on the line, not worrying about, you know, what could happen. I mean, taking a very different approach than he did in past specials where I thought he was a little apologetic about certain topics. I thought he was like very accommodating, you know, to what people might feel. And this one just going, no, I'm fucking great. I'm going to go for it. And like, that's what I wanted to happen from Views, bro.
Dave,
I wanted to bring comedy
money,
back.
Bro.
Well, yeah.
If you got fuck you money, why do you care? That's my thing. I always feel like that with artists, with musicians. Like, if you already got all the money, why don't you just make the fucking music you want?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to cater to an audience? Why are you trying to make people like you? Just do your best art, and I promise you everything else will fall into place.
That's it. So that's what I'll say to like a lot of people have been tweeting me like, yo, that you know, they're giving Dave all the credit for the, you know, going against PC culture and going against, you know, cancel culture. You've been doing that for a while, blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, but like that's part of the system. It's not like somebody does it first or somebody probably did it before me. And I had a louder voice than them. Yeah. And then I was able to reach some people. And then he was able to reach some people. That you're just playing your part in the ecosystem. And one day I'm going to be on Chappelle's level where I'm going to be able to voice things that's going to have that much of effect. But it's like, it's just so cool. If you believe that we're all connected on some kind of matrix, it's cool to see something I think I really leaned hard into reach the highest level. And even if I played a little part to get in there.
And I think it's different though. It's different because It's the mystique of Dave Chappelle, right? We've seen Dave Chappelle walk away from $50 million before. Yeah. So this narrative right here feeds into the rebellion of Dave. Dave Chappelle's a rebel. Yeah. Like you can't tell Dave Chappelle what to do. Dave Chappelle's going to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how Dave Chappelle chooses to stay sane. Yeah. And with you, it's like still the underdog in a lot of ways, who don't have shit to lose. So you might as well swing for the fucking fences.
I also don't have fuck you money.
You don't have fuck you money.
There's a different a different level of risk. It's Absolutely. Like I'm putting on the table and it's all
Dave
I'm all
has
in.
Done it. Dave has had the TV shows. He's done the movies. So he's like, look, I did all that already. This is what the fuck I want to do now. Yeah. You may still want to do some of those things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you're going to be able to do them on your terms. Right. Because like nobody really gives a shit. And I think that's the one thing that Dave is really exposing. And I think it's another reason, too. A lot of this shit that Dave is talking about is coming from a personal place. Right. He's like, I'm here to defend my fucking friends that got caught up in this bullshit. He's had personal things happen to him because he's received backlash. So it's all coming from a personal place. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So being that it's coming from a personal place, people, accept it just a little bit more. It's like, okay, this guy's not trying to be a rebel for the sake of being a rebel.
No.
He's not saying fuck PC culture for the sake of saying fuck PC
He's like,
culture.
I've been gotten thrown out of here. My friends are thrown out of here, and it affects me personally in that way.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great to see. You know what I mean? It's there's always a bummer because like when Dave Chappelle does a joke that you have a similar joke to, there's so much gravity around Dave, you just got to kill the joke.
I don't believe that. Duval said the same thing to me earlier. Duval was like, man, and Duval don't give it up for nothing.
Yeah, but for Dave, it's different. Like for Dave, and I have a joke that I think it's more developed. I think it's a better joke, to be honest.
Let it rip then.
I gotta take it out. I gotta take it out.
Hezzy.
I gotta take it out.
It don't matter if another player got the same move. All right, you might have perfected it a little bit better.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, we have this code where, in comedy, it's like an independent or like a unique idea is so valuable because that's our only currency that you got to just go, all right, bro, you got that one.
But if you know you didn't steal it. Now, if you didn't get this idea until after you heard Dave do it, then I would be
stealing.
Like, I get it. Exactly.
Yeah,
but if you had the idea before he did it and you had the joke.
I mean, people who listen to this right now, you've seen me do it on tour, right? It's the MJ joke. You've seen me do it on tour for a long, long time. And it's one of those things where it's like we have a couple similar ideas. I have a whole other section of the bit, which is the thing I really like, and I think it like leads to that he doesn't touch upon at all. But we have a couple similar ideas, and it's like I have too much respect for comedy and a guy like Dave to where I would want to continue to do that. I might want to release, I don't know, maybe not, probably not, but I might on some level want to release a joke to like teach people, hey, Dave Chappelle has never seen me do this joke. I've never seen Dave Chappelle do that joke. But we both came out with a similar idea.
Yeah.
And like this happens sometimes. Like don't get freaked out when you see two people say something similar because people have similar ideas. Like you go on Twitter, you're going to see a clever tweet about something. And I mean, look, even the Jussie Smollett joke that he did.
Hilarious.
I said that on this podcast the day it happened.
What?
The joke about like, why would a person who's racist and homophobic watch Empire? I did a question of the day about that.
Oh, yeah, but he had the whole, his joke was Jussie Smollett.
Yeah.
A French actor.
Yeah.
Who got assaulted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess what I'm saying is like a bunch of people had come up with that take.
Yeah.
And I think what we should do when that happens is go, oh shit, we're having parallel thinking with one of the greatest.
Yeah, but if you I don't have a problem with that. If you have one thought, like he had one thought, but he built out this whole other world for that one thought. So even if you have the same thought, but you build a whole other world out for it, why not? Why not let it the fuck rip? The MJ joke was the only joke that I saw that, and by the way, I died laughing when he said that, but there was no like socially redeeming value to that joke.
Yeah.
That was just some nigga shit. like what the fuck? You got molested when you was a kid. Only thing you got to show for it is uncomfortable Thanksgiving dinners. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least you got to say you got your dick sucked by the king of pop. No.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do it for me. Like, no.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if the king of pop or not. It's you laugh at it.
Right.
But that was the only thing that didn't have anything deeper to it.
Right.
To me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even the transgender joke had a deeper meaning to it. One of them, a lot of them did, but the one in particular, when he was like, the transgender looked at him and said, I don't want to give away his jokes. You got to watch the special.
Yeah, go watch it. Watch it. We support this.
But it's this one when I'm going to definitely say this one because I'm not going to take this out of context. But when the transgender said to Dave, when you make jokes about R. Kelly, they say you're normalizing R. Kelly. When you make jokes about us, how come they never say you're normalizing transgenders? That's a bar. That's a bar. You got it makes you think. Like, listen, man. I personally think this is Dave's best stand-up special.
Really?
But I've never been a huge Dave Chappelle stand-up person.
Right.
I enjoy Dave. Kill Me Softly is a good special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other joints he did on Netflix, they were cool.
Yeah.
This one was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like,
everybody go out and watch it, man. Go support.
It was great. And you know what? The joke it wasn't even a joke. The observation he did when that's on Instagram, so we could talk about that. But when he talked about, he was doing the impersonation of people who.
I didn't like that.
What? Tell me why.
So he opens
play the clip, Taylor.
You'll play it. He opens up the special with this, and the first part of the joke is, the blah blah blah, right? The Constitution. You know what I mean? And then the second part of the joke is like, here's another impression. Is, you got to get out of here. You can't say that. You're canceled. Who's that impression of? And then he looks at the audience. You motherfuckers. You guys are the worst. You guys are this. You guys are the... We can't say shit. We can't have no fun anymore. It's like, you perform to sold out arenas every single weekend. There's no way you could believe that. You have sold out crowds every weekend, loving everything that you're doing around the world. Nobody's trying to cancel you. Nobody's triggered. Nobody nothing. You can't truly believe that, right? You might be speaking about 10 people on Twitter, but like I'm a comic, right? I perform sold out theaters around the world. I don't have these people. And if somebody does get triggered, the audience turns on them. If they go, you can't say that, my audience will start consuming them. That's piranhas.
But it's the same reason when you can see 10 people tell you that they love you on social media, but one say fuck you.
And you pay attention. So my feeling is like, you too smart to like put a spotlight on that. Like
it's hard not to though.
No, but there's a different way that you could do it. Right? I get that you want to address cancel culture and I get that you want to do that, right? Like, but even when I put out views, the point wasn't about the audience. The point was about comics. I was like, yo, comics, stop being pussies. This is what we do. We do comedy. Go out there and do comedy. The audience, it's up to you to get the audience to laugh at it and make them feel comfortable. It's not up to you to tell the audience how to laugh. It's up to you to make them.
But calling them out is part of not being pussy, though, I would think.
Nah, because the best, in my opinion, the best thing is showing, not telling. Like,
yeah, but calling them dumb and letting them know they pussy in that way... I love Pete Davidson, you know what I mean? And Pete did it this weekend too, but it wasn't in a joke form, so it backfired on you.
Right.
But when you do it in a joke form the way Dave did, because if you notice, everybody in the audience started yelling out Trump, which is another ill part of nuance to me. Like, Trump ain't responsible for everything, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Right? But everybody was like, Trump. And he was like, no, that's you. And by the way, he did that on the special. I don't know where he shot the special at. When he did it in New York, New York crowd was the same way.
Yeah.
He did that same joke in New York, and everybody in that theater was like, Trump. He's like, no, that's you. I thought that's a great way to put the mirror back on people, man.
I love that. I love that, and I love the mirror. I just think the most effective mirror is when you show it instead of tell.